we honeymooned at Disney World, and a lot of people, when you tell them you're going to Disney World as an adult, they kind of give you that to each their own look, like it's just a place for kids. And that's not true at all, because there's a lot of stuff for adults to do at Disney World. Like, my favorite thing to do is to watch a family tear apart at the seams over a $10,000 vacation. Just a bunch of dads that spent the equivalent of a used car to take their family to Florida, just losing their shit. All right. Well, I hope you girls like Frozen, because we're not heating the house this winter. Yeah, everybody gets to be Elsa. And my wife, she wanted to buy the Mickey Mouse honeymoon ears. They got like a veil for the bride, a tuxedo for the groom. And I knew that when we were buying these Mickey Mouse ears, that at some point during the week, we were going to get into a fight while wearing them, and it was going to be hilarious to some asshole. Sure enough, day 3, I broke the record for most tequila consumed on Disney property. You guys haven't had a good drinking story until you've used It's a Small World as a designated driver. I'm on the monorail, tore up from the floor up, wearing Mickey Mouse ears, singing Disney songs. Cruella de Vil, Cruella de Vil, if she doesn't scare you, my wife's mother sure will. She's freaking out. She's like, stop it, Ben, you're an embarrassment. Stop it right now. And I'm just over here like, let it go, let it go. Don't want to hear your shit no more. And right at that moment, across from us on the monorail, this dude is laughing his dick off. He's like, she's a bitch, he's an alcoholic, 2 years tops. I was singing all hateful about my mother-in-law just now. My mother-in-law is completely delusional. She actually claims that one night in the late 1970s, after drinking at a bar, she went home with a man that turned out to be famed serial killer Ted Bundy and lived to tell the tale. I told her right to her face, I don't believe that shit at all. I've listened to you talk for longer than 15 minutes. There's no way he didn't kill you. She doesn't like me. Doesn't really bother me. She's the one getting in cars with serial killers. It's not like she's a good judge of character. My wife's cool though. My wife's amazing. I'll tell you guys this. Me and my wife, don't worry, it's going to save the woos, okay? Me and my wife, we're both fat. And don't you people tense up on me for saying that either, all right? She's a big girl. She's cool with it. She's past it. I'm a big girl. I'm cool with it. I'm past it. We love each other. And our favorite thing to do as a couple is to make fun of how fat we are together. Like, we just wake up and start fat shaming the shit out of each other every day. Like the other day, we were having sex in our favorite room of the house, the kitchen. And I realized mid-hump that if you stack us on top of each other horizontally, we're taller than the kitchen table. That's how you know you've gotten too fat. When you get on top of somebody and they start pleading guilty to witchcraft. I've never videotaped this before, but I'm pretty sure it looked like two walruses fucking. That's how it sounds anyway. It's like, Our dog comes running from the other room. He thinks another animal's in trouble. Like, you ever been watching the news and they have one of those news stories and it's like a woman was arrested for stabbing her husband in the eye with a toothbrush over half an order of Burger King chicken fries. And you're sitting there at home and you're like, who would do something like that? Us! That's who does that shit! We have a dog, I mentioned our dog's like, our dog's cool as hell, man. His name's Chip. The other day I was out on the road traveling and my wife called me and she's all mad. She's like, hey, I left a bag of sour cream and onion Lay's out on the coffee table and your dog ate the whole bag. I'm like, look, you can't get mad at him. His name's Chip. He saw a bag of chips. He thought they were his. It's not my fault he sucks with apostrophes. Next dog I get, I'm naming it Poop Fingers. Because dogs don't have fingers and that shit makes me laugh. So. It's also what I get when I'm trying to be a good neighbor and I didn't bring a bag with me. It's a gross one, yeah, I know. I can always tell when he's about to poop too because his butthole zooms out. Like the James Bond logo at the end of the opening sequence. It's like squat and then boom, Sean Connery in bed with a Russian girl.